supply. Visit Simply at simplii.com for details.
Now through April 14th, get started in a clean and spacious Planet Fitness for $1 down at only $15 a month. With tons of equipment and free fitness training, it's the perfect place for everybody to work out.
Even me, Mr. I can't sleep at night, so I keep dozing off during.
Especially you. Just rest easier and feel fantastic.
Wait, how did you get in here?
Starting plumber at planetfitness.ca. $1 down, $15 a month. Get $20 deal ends April 14th. $39 APR applies. See club for details.
City News Time 348. Things got heated at Queen's Park today, and it was all over a City News story. Here's Richard Southern.
Earlier this week, City News reported that Premier Ford last Wednesday said Dr. Moore was hard at work in meetings, when in fact the doctor was on vacation in the Dominican Republic. Today's question period, the NDP Sarah Singh going after the government, House Leader Paul Calandra answering.
Ontarians deserve answers, and they deserve transparency. When did the Premier know Chief Medical Officer of Health was away on vacation?
Is that really the lead-off question? Is that what the NDP has to ask about, Mr. Speaker? Here's the newsflash, Mr. Speaker. There are a lot of people who help advise them.
This is not about Dr. Moore. This is about the Premier's tenuous commitment to the truth, transparency, and accountability.
Absolute load of garbage that is coming from the member office.
The government says the doctor was hard at work while on vacation, but haven't explained Premier Ford's comment. Richard Southern, City News.
Traffic and weather together next.
BDC is all for entrepreneurs. Builders, go-getters, and problem solvers. All for driving the economy, fostering innovation, and creating value beyond profit. For building more inclusive and sustainable businesses. All for sharing our expertise and resources and helping you grow your business every step of the way. All for entrepreneurs. BDC, financing, advising, smart.
It's official. Bay Days is on now. Like right now. Shop our biggest sale and save up to 60% on the latest fashion, home, and beauty picks. From Levi's, Calvin Klein, Gluckstein Home, Cuisinart, Dwelling, and more. But wait, it gets better. Right now, you can save up to an additional 20% and earn double the rewards points when you apply for the new Hudson's Bay Mastercard. So, what do you want to do? This report is brought to you by John Bell North Toyota. Vehicle fire. This is happening now on the southbound 427. It's just south of Langstaff. Looks like it's on the left shoulder, but this thick black smoke is billowing across all of the lanes in this area. So both north and southbound traffic on the 427 is getting jammed up here. Again, this is happening just south of Langstaff. No emergency crews on the scene just yet. Now we have a major problem on the westbound Gardner approaching Parkside. Only one lane is getting through. It's because of a collision. Still have plenty of emergency crews on the scene here. And the westbound Gardner is jam-packed from approaching Jarvis to approaching Parkside. You'll find delays westbound Lakeshore from Parliament to west of York, and again approaching Jameson to Parkside. We also have a collision on the westbound QEW approaching Cosra. That's blocking the two left lanes. So traffic is incredibly slow from the 427. And now three problems on the westbound 401. Approaching Avenue Road in the Express, the right lane is blocked with a stalled truck. Then west of the Allen in the Express, the left lane is blocked with a collision. And west of the 400 in the Express, there's a crash on the right shoulder. So delays across the city anywhere from the 404 to Avenue Express and Collectors, then from the Allen Express and Collectors to west of the 400. Another issue I have to mention is northbound 400, north of Dunlop. The two right lanes are closed for guardrail repairs. This is from a collision that happened around 7 o'clock this morning. The last we heard from MTO, they were expecting to clear the scene around 4:30. So northbound 400 is jammed from Mapleview to north of Dunlop. Hopefully we'll see a change in the next half hour or so. Southbound on the 400, approaching Highway 9, the left lane is blocked. That's due to a stalled vehicle. Just a minor delay there. And on city streets, traffic spotters say at Burnhamthorpe and Ridgeway, the traffic lights are out at that intersection. Don Valley North Toyota is a state-of-the-art 106,000 square foot automotive experience. Visit the showroom or online anytime at DonValleyNorthToyota.com. And now with the extended forecast, here's Emily Vukovic.
Cloudy
cloudy conditions continuing. We could see some showers beginning early this evening, ending after midnight. Risk of an isolated thunderstorm. Could see some fog patches developing after midnight as well, dropping down to a low of about 12 degrees. For tomorrow, chance of showers in the morning. We are going to clear out throughout the afternoon. Those fog patches will be dissipating throughout the morning hours as well. And it is going to be gusty. That westerly wind will gust up to about 60 kilometers an hour throughout the morning. Daytime high getting up to 13 degrees. For Friday, we're looking at cloudy conditions, chance of showers, fairly gusty as well, getting up to 13. And then for Saturday, rain in the forecast with a daytime high of 7. Right now, it is 15 degrees downtown. We are 15 at Pearson. Our overnight low tonight is 12.
This extended forecast is brought to you by LL Bean. LL Bean's Cresta Stretch Rain Jacket is their most comfortable and versatile, and now
fill it up, please.
2.5 waterproof shell.
Until God himself took us out of Egypt with a mighty hand.
Nothing much.
This week, the 8-day festival of Passover
June
begins.
1st.
It marks the liberation of the Jewish nation from Egyptian bondage.
2 months.
Celebration of our miraculous freedom. The first 2 nights are observed with ritually laden family feasts. Most important, the mitzvah of eating matzah and taking part in relating the biblical narrative of our Exodus. As always, Chabad Lubavitch, along with our 3,000 affiliate branches around the world, are here to help with all your holiday needs. Whether you wish to sell your
Thank you.
Chabad, obtain
Have a good one.
Shmura matzah, make arrangements to attend a Seder, or obtain a Pesach guide. Call or visit us at www.chabad.ca. Steele's Memorial Chapel wishes you a joyous and meaningful Pesach.
City News 680. Traffic alert.
This is Carrie Prunskis from the City News 680 Traffic Center. Westbound Gardner approaching Parkside. Only one lane is open. It's because of a crash. A major backup from approaching Jarvis. The traffic watch continues.
Now the business report here is Richard Summers.
All right, so this is from Louisiana scientists at Queensland University did a big survey of crypto users, cryptocurrency users, to determine the personality traits that they have. And what they found wasn't anything good. The scientists say the average Bitcoin investor is a calculating psychopath with an inflated ego. They don't have to display signs of narcissism, sadism, and an inflated self-importance. Now, crypto is, I don't know about this, but crypto is infamously volatile, and maybe that sort of feast or famine nature kind of appeals to certain types of people. Narcissists, the experts say, are drawn to the technology perhaps because they tend to focus on the positive side of life. So I don't know, take from that what you will, but Bitcoin right now is up 4%, 41,101 US. Ethereum higher, it's up 3.5%, back above 3,000 US. Pretty good day for crypto. No matter what your personality trait is. Good day for stocks, too. The TSX is up 133 points, 21,848. Oil's really healthy in that regard. Saw another rally today. Oil's up 3.5%, back above 104 bucks. The reason for that, very much Joe Biden, I would think, the U.S. president today, accused Russia of genocide, and the United States, along with France and Germany, all pledged to send more weapons to Ukraine. On Wall Street, the Dow's up 348 points to 34,568. S&P up 1.1%, and the Nasdaq's up 274 points. GameStop is higher, up more than 4%, 150 bucks. You always know there's a kind of a risk-on approach when you have both crypto and these meme stocks moving higher. That's exactly what we're looking at here today. On the Toronto stock market, the outperformers include Cargojet, up almost 2%. Precision Drilling, an oil-related stock there, is up 9%. And the Canadian dollar's up half a cent at 79.53 cents U.S. as the Bank of Canada hikes interest rates by 50 basis points. And time, we're just seconds away from the 4 o'clock top stories in Toronto. It's next on City News 680.
Find a car today, a much better way. Visit OntarioCars.ca.
Nice day, Doris. It's been quite a year. Maybe a new set of wheels will put a smile on that face.
In this crazy market, Jerry, I'm worried I'll get taken for a ride.
So, play it safe with OntarioCars.ca and toss your worries away. There's a large online selection of new and used cars for sale by trusted dealers who protect you with a buyer compensation fund.
Well, hot diggity.
We know how important it is to have meal choices the whole family can feel good about. With our tasty PC plant-based and organic products, there are spots for everyone. Here's one parent story.
Hey, BC, your plant-based organic options mean I can swap out my family's old favorites with
feels better. Now, City News regional weather conditions for Sokolov Personal Injury Lawyers. Has your long-term disability been denied? Don't put it off. Call Sokolov, 416-966-HURT, or visit areyouhurt.ca.
In Markham, mostly cloudy, 15 degrees. Mississauga, cloudy and 15. Downtown Toronto, overcast, 15 degrees. City News 680 at CFTR AM Toronto at 4 o'clock.
Toronto's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather.
Also did have problems west to the 400 in the express collision that had been moved off to the right shoulder. Delays toward this area from the Allen towards the 400 collectors, and then we've got more volume. Mavis Express and collectors to Mississauga Road, Winston Churchill to Trafalgar. Another big jam up on the 400 northbound into Barrie. North of Dunlop, the two right lanes are still blocked for guardrail repairs. We're told they should be wrapping up shortly, but it is heavy into Barrie from Mapleview to north of Dunlop, so they want to get off the highway early and take an alternate. City streets, we have a traffic light issue on Burnham Thorpe east of the 403 at Ridgeway, and the Victoria Park and Lawrence intersection construction. A little heavy lane restrictions there, so avoid Victoria Park and Lawrence. Spring savings have arrived at Sale for a limited time. Save on your new hiking boots and jacket, plus $100 off select clothing and footwear. This is it at Sale. Next report at 4:11 with the forecast. Here's Emily Vukovic.
Cloudy conditions continuing this afternoon and in through this evening. Could see some showers on and off throughout the evening hours. Might even see an isolated thunderstorm this evening as well as after midnight. We'll see some fog patches developing after midnight as well. Our temperature dropping down to about low of 12 degrees. Some areas did see above 20 today. St. Catharines being one of them.
Out of downtown into the west end, so certainly choose an alternate to the westbound Gardner. Still only one lane open through the area. They've got to clean up a fuel spill. In the 680 Traffic Center, I'm Kyle Hawking.
This is City News. An arrest has been made by NYPD in connection with yesterday's subway shooting in Brooklyn. A 62-year-old suspect now facing terror charges. City's Moment Qureshi joins us live. Moment.
The manhunt took almost 30 hours, James, but New York City police say it is now over. They have arrested the 62-year-old man who was suspected of shooting up that Brooklyn subway yesterday, injuring 16 people, 10 of them who were shot. Police say it was actually thanks to a tip from Crime Stoppers.
Crime Stopper tip comes in, reports that the male is in the McDonald's on 6th Street and 1st Avenue in the 9th Precinct down on the Lower East Side, in East Village. Officers respond to the McDonald's. He's not in the McDonald's. They start driving around the neighborhood looking for him. They see him on the corner of St. Mark's and 1st, and they take him into custody.
The 62-year-old Frank James is now under arrest. They say it happened without incident. He was basically just walking on the street. They went up to him, were able to cuff him, and take him into a precinct. ABC's Aaron Katersky says at this point they haven't talked about motive, but James did have a long history on social media.
They don't outline a motive, and did not there in the news conference, but they did highlight some statements made against the mayor, made against homeless people that are living in the...
With the latest, Mark.
So, Jana, Kartik Vasudev was an international student who had only been at Seneca College for a few months, but it was long enough that other students feel the impact of his death, and that's why Maruf came out to this memorial today.
Well, it is sad. Me, myself being a student and being an international student, to see my fellow schoolmate losing his life in such a pathetic way, it is tough for me to, even digest the thing that, he lost his life in such a way.
Kartik was a marketing student who only began at Seneca in January. I'm told he was kind and caring. He was shot and killed outside Sherburne subway station last Thursday in what Toronto police say was a random attack. A friend of his sister has started a GoFundMe account to help out the family, and Seneca College is launching a special fund in Kartik's name to help families dealing with horrible student tragedies like this, and it goes funds.
COVID-19, board spokesperson Ryan Bird says they are not mandating masks. This remains a personal decision.
From the beginning, we've taken our lead from the Ministry of Education and public health officials at both the provincial and municipal levels. And right now, they are not mandating masks. All of them seem to be encouraging or recommending the use of masks indoors, but they are stopping short of mandating. So we continue to implement their direction.
Ontario's top doctor, Dr. Kieran Moore, made a strong recommendation on Monday that people continue wearing masks in indoor public spaces. Phil Martino, City News.
A move at the pumps next.
City News acknowledges the land we broadcast from as the ancestral territories of the Anishinaabe, the
Choose from top brands like DCS, Lynx, Coyote, Heston, Dometic Mobar, Napoleon, and Wolf, all in the warmth of the sun. Now that's luxury. Visit Appliance Canada at the National Home Show, April 15th to 24th. Appliance Canada. For your home, for your life. View our outdoor digest at appliancecanada.com.
That'll balance. This overnight lending rate, as it's called, helps set the rates charged for other things, like loans and mortgages, specifically variable rate mortgages. If you have a variable rate mortgage, it's unfortunately going to be costing more as of like right now. Most of the big banks have already increased their prime rate by 0.5%. That's what the variable is based off of. How much more exactly will you be on the hook for with your variable rate mortgage? Well, basically, it translates into about $500 more per year for every $100,000 of your variable rate mortgage. So you can do the math. That's as it stands now, though. The Bank of Canada said today we're going to be hiking rates more this year. So that's a cost that's going to continue to rise. Stocks had a good winning Wednesday. TSX up 122 points, closing out at 21,838. Oil surged for another day, closing above $104 the barrel. Price of gas going up 5 pennies tonight here in the GTA. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 1% today. It gained 344 points. The S&P up 1.1%. The NASDAQ up 272 points. Delta Airlines, a big winner, up 6.25%. It's said it expects to return to profitability this quarter. Canadian dollar higher to 79.52 cents U.S. in your 4:30 top stories. Everything you need to know in the GTA next on City News 680.
Michael? Yes, Callum. Let me tell you about our new flower petal collection.
Hi, Michael.
Hello, Sarah.
Michael, these are the most beautiful engagement rings you've ever seen.
The flower petal with an oval is an elongated curve.
Like the petal of a round-lobed hepatica, the most beautiful of all the wildflowers.
The marquise tapers to a point at each end.
Like a spring starflower.
The round diamond is a perfect circle.
Like the center of a sunflower.
The princess is a perfect square.
Like a flower painted by Pablo Picasso.
The pear is round at one end, but pointed on the other.
Like a flower that's weeping tears of joy.
And each of these diamond flower petals has little diamonds all around it.
Like drops of dew in the springtime.
Callum, I'm beginning to see what Mr. Jones saw in you.
Woo!
Spence Diamonds.
Wow!
Located in Vaughan, Scarborough, and Mississauga. Overcast in downtown Toronto, and it's 4:30. Toronto's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 680, everywhere.
It's Wednesday, the 13th of April. I'm Sljana Simintik.
And I'm James Monroe. Here's what's making news right now.
Major problems westbound on the Gardner approaching Parkside. Only the left lane open. A full traffic report is seconds away.
The manhunt is over. The NYPD confirmed Frank James, the suspect in yesterday's subway shooting that injured 16 people, has been arrested without incident.
A memorial has been held for the Seneca student shot and killed outside Sherbourne subway.
If you have lost a son, you have a lot of other students, a lot of other children here.
Right-hander Jose Barrios gets the assignment this evening for Game 3 between the Jays and Yanks, and the NBA play-in tournament continues tonight. Sports 45.
Buyers out on the market. Dow gained more than 300 points. That's 56.
City News Time, 4:31.
Traffic and weather together on the ones brought to you by Lasman's Bad Boy and Chopper 680. Good afternoon, Jordan Kerr.
Good afternoon. Great news on the westbound Gardner. The issue approaching Parkside has fully cleared away. All lanes are open. Traffic is getting by, but very, very slowly. Westbound Gardner still basically at a standstill coming out of downtown, approaching Jarvis towards Parkside, but the crash is gone. All lanes are now open. Westbound Lakeshore jammed up out of downtown, Parliament to west of York, and approaching Jameson to Parkside, so very heavy as well. For a good time, that was a better option. And again, coming out of downtown, the Gardner is still the worst option at the moment. Westbound on the QEW after that, slow 427 to west of Cawthra, and from the Ford plant on and off to the 403 going into Hamilton. On the eastbound QE Gardner, Minor delays Mississauga Road to Dixie. Really heavy Humber Bridge to east of Parkside, then from Bathurst to the Jarvis Ramps. From the traffic center, here's Kyle Hawking.
Well, we've got volume delays along the 401. Problem on the East 401 approaching Bayview and the collectors. The two right lanes blocked with a stolen vehicle, OPP, and now a tow on the scene. So East 401 delays 407 to east to Mississauga Road. Then approaching the 427, alternately express and collectors to Bayview, where the issue is. We've got volume on the West 401, but problems west of the Allen Express have cleared. And also problems west of the 400 gone. So just volume now from Warden Express and approaching Victoria Park collectors, off and on towards Kiel, then Mavis Express and collectors to Mississauga Road, Winston Churchill to west of Trafalgar. Still problems on the South 427, south of Langstaff, HOV and Tulip.
The high number of absences is asking that all staff and students wear a mask when indoors in schools to limit the spread of COVID-19. Board spokesperson Ryan Bird says it does remain a personal decision.
We are asking all of our staff, students, and families who are coming into school to please wear a well-fitting mask when you're indoors. We're following the advice of public health officials in recommending or encouraging the use of masks, but we are not mandating at this time, and that's in direction with the Ministry of Education and public health officials at both the provincial and municipal level.
The province dropped mask mandates in most indoor public places last month, but Ontario's top doctor made a strong recommendation on Monday that people continue wearing them. So let's see those techniques. Gas prices next.
This is City News 680. MGM Casino is now available in Ontario. Leap into a world filled with jackpot slots, live dealers, popular table games, and much more. Download the app today and see for yourself why BetMGM is the king of casinos. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 19 years of age or older. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you have questions or concerns about your gambling or someone close to you, please contact Connex Ontario at 1-866-531-2600 to speak to an advisor free of charge.
Now the City News gas price update. I'm predicting the price will rise 5 cents at midnight to just under $1.69 a liter. Traffic and weather together next.
Hi, I'm Sherry Tabb, co-founder of the HRSA Institute. We're all longing for life to be normal. And here's how HRSA is helping. We are operating at normal capacity. No long wait time. You could have normal vision again. No more glasses or reading glasses. No more cataracts or contact lenses.
The evening and through the overnight hours, you may even see an isolated thunderstorm. Just trying to take a look at the radar here. Seeing just little pockets of moisture firing up. Could see some convective activity. Temperatures will be staying steady into the mid-teens. We are going to be dropping down to a low of 12 degrees tonight. Chance of a few isolated showers throughout the morning. We have been dealing with the potential for some fog patches through the overnight. They should be dissipating throughout tomorrow morning. The wind, however, is going to be very gusty. The western end of the GTA under a special weather statement talking about winds gusting up to about 70 kilometers an hour throughout the day tomorrow. Daytime high 13 degrees. For Friday, we're looking at cloudy conditions, chance of showers, windy, so gusty conditions continuing. Daytime high of 13 degrees. And then for Saturday, we've got rain in the forecast and a daytime high of 7. Right now it's 15 downtown. We are 16 at Pierce, and our overnight low tonight is 12.
Managing debt can be extremely stressful, especially when it's out of control. I'm Jonathan Astiu with M&P Limited. No need to lose hope. We can fix even the worst debt situations. Divorce, bad business deals, and everything in between. Our life-changing debt solutions can help you get back on your feet. Call M&P today at 310-DEBT for a free consultation.